World's luckiest man, Mr. Richard Gutjahr. Mr. Richard Gutjahr, a CNN-trained German journalist, is world's luckiest man. Richard Gutjahr is world's first iPad owner. He is world's first person bought the world's first sold iPad in New York on April 3, 2010, despite he wasn't the first person in line at the beginning. Happens that he is considered by international media trade as an unusual journalist. Happens that he was on vacation in France Nice when a terrorist attack took place. A truck hit and ran over hundreds of people, killing over 80 people there. Happens that he witnessed the truck in full view right in front of him. Happens that Richard Gutjahr is the only person filmed the terrorist truck in full view despite there were thousands of other people in the area. Happens that he was on the balcony of a hotel overlooking the road where truck attack took place. Happens that while he was at the balcony he noticed a white truck driving on the road in front of his hotel. Happens that the truck slowed down just when it reached in front of his hotel. Happens that he had time to grab his video equipment and started filming the truck before anything unusual happened. Happens that a motorcyclist drove up and rode alongside of the truck at the exact spot in front of Gutjahr Hotel. Happens that the motorcyclist tried to climb onto the truck in front of Gutjahr. Happens that some gunshots were heard but Gutjahr video can't show where shots came from. Happens that his video equipment has poor resolution, the captured video is not clear, can't show what really happened. Happens that in his captured video no one has seen got ran over or hit by truck. He was lucky not have to witness any bloody death. Happens that the truck speeded up when it began to leave away from his view. Happens that as soon as the truck went out of his view it slowed down, might be due to the truck ran into people, but his view was covered by some trees. So nothing of the truck slamming people was captured on his video. Happens that he was lucky not to have to witness the supposedly bloody scene of truck crashing into people. Happens that the truck soon came to a stop and shot up by police when it was totally covered by trees. This video couldn't capture the shooting. Happens that less than 10 days later Gutjahr was at another terrorist attack in Munich, Germany. Happens that he was near the shopping mall where the terrorist attack took place. Happens that he arrived at the scene just before shooting took place. Happens that he was one of the first reporters arrived at the scene. Happens that his daughter Thamina was back home in Germany while on vacation from her school in the United States. Happens that she was also nearby the shopping center when attack took place. Happens that her grandmother lives in an apartment nearby the shopping center. Happens that at the time of shooting Thamina was at her grandmother's apartment. She went to the balcony and filmed people running away from the crime scene. Happens that Thamina, like her father, is trained in journalism and news media. Happens that Richard Gutjahr was at the 2011 Arab Spring Revolution in Egypt before mass killing happens. It starts when he arrived. He was the first foreign reporter on scene reporting live while people getting killed. Happens that Gutjahr is a non-Jew German who has an Israeli Jew wife, Einat Wilf, despite the political situation between Germans and Jews in World War II era. Happens that Einat Wilf is an internationally well-known public speaker on Israel and Palestine issue. Happens that she is a politician in Israel, and she is not an ordinary politician, she is a powerful and very active Israeli politician. Happens that she is a former Israeli intelligence officer similar to Mossad, and she was not just an ordinary officer, she was a high-rank officer. Happens that she is an advisor to Israel's president and prime minister. Happens that she is a candidate for the job position of Israeli ambassador to United Nations and Prime Minister of Israel. Happens that Richard Gutjahr is good at acting. He made numerous homemade Hollywood-style movies like the one he played a secret agent in a conspiracy. Richard Gutjahr is world's luckiest man indeed. We should all be like him. Lot of laugh.